Global Entrepreneurship and Development Institute ranked the U.S. #1 out of 17 countries in its support for female entrepreneurs. Mark Niu has more on one U.S. city that stands out from the rest.
It's a city known for its coffee houses and its lively seafood markets. And now Seattle can add something else to its growing list of achievements. The financial planning website NerdWallet recently ranked Seattle as the #2 U.S. city, right behind San Francisco, for women entrepreneurs. It says there are just over 12 businesses for every 100 residents here, and about a third of those enterprises are owned by women. One force behind this success, the group Capitol Hill Entrepreneurial Women, or CHEW.
Nice to meet you. Feel free to sit down.
Members and newcomers get together monthly to network and share advice.
Hello, my name is Stacy Erickson. I am a professional organizer and I own my own business, which is Home Key Organization.
Even women who are in the same kind of business, we're not in conflict with each other. The more you succeed, the more I succeed, especially on a neighborhood level. So the more your businesses flourish, that makes my business flourish.
Danny Cohn owns a retail and wholesale pie business, 3 coffee shops, and a restaurant. She works from 4 in the morning to 7 at night, 7 days a week, yet still finds time to be an active board member of CHEW.
And it's great just to have a group of people with whom to bounce ideas around or, share resources and also talk about the larger issues too, that as a group, what can we accomplish?
Hallie Cooperman has been part of CHEW since its inception 2 years ago. She runs a restaurant and her 3 dance studios sometimes teach more than 1,000 students a session.
We're really about trying to support each other and those businesses that aren't part of the Big Boys Club. It doesn't come easy. You have to push and you have to support, and we are here to support each other and to teach each other.
CHEW founders believe when the chemistry is right, both experienced and novice entrepreneurs can inspire one another. Mark Niu, CCTV, Seattle.
And a crowdfunding website exclusively for women and mom entrepreneurs called Naptime Startups has announced its beta launch. Crowdfunding is scheduled to begin on December 2nd with a first-year goal of funding 1,000 startups. The site was inspired by a report from a Kaufman Foundation study that showed for every $100 of investment capital committed, women entrepreneurs received only $5. Joining me now with more on the topic of women entrepreneurs is Richelle Shaw. She's the president of the National Association for Moms in Business and the author of the $1 Million Equation. Thanks so much for joining us, Richelle. So why are we seeing this big global, thank you, why are we seeing this big global push to get more women involved in entrepreneurial ventures?
Well, I personally think that there's a big push because of exactly why our organization is around. Because when you lift up one woman, one mother, you lift up an entire family. And when you lift up a family, you lift up a community. And then with the community, it goes to the statewide, it goes countrywide. So we're very focused on helping those female entrepreneurs. And finally, the world figured it out that it's a good idea to invest in the women.
Why do you say so? Why is it better to invest in women as opposed to men, for example?
I personally think it's better to invest in women because we are used to multitasking. We're used to going and doing multiple things at one time. We're also extremely creative. So not only do we find that there's places to grow and make tons of money in areas that men don't even want to touch. So as you heard the piece before, that they have coffee shops and places with dance studios serving over 1,000 kids, that's the type of businesses that are awesome and are growing right now in the communities.
So what are the challenges specific to female entrepreneurs?
You know, I personally believe that we do have a lot of challenges. At the end of the day, no matter who you are and no matter how quickly you build your business. So for example, I ran a $40 million business that I built from ground up for years. But at the end of the day, I was still required at 6 o'clock to put dinner on the table. Women are responsible for those types of things, and sometimes we don't get the opportunity to ask to do them. So for example, when I had my daughter, I retired my mother immediately because I knew that I needed help. But so often men don't have to do those types of things. So that's like the first obstacle that you have. How are you going to balance your life and your family? The second one is making sure that everybody in the room understands that we are equally capable. You know, we are in college more than men 90% of the time. We stay longer. We do what it takes to build massive, amazing businesses, and we just need everybody to figure that out and fund us too.
Now, Richelle, do you think that the advancements in technology have made it easier for women to now venture into the entrepreneurial space?
I absolutely believe so. You know, when I built my company, it was a technology company. I owned a telephone company here in Las Vegas, and I had over 42 employees. At one point, I had 52. But even when I rebuilt back my $1 million business, I only had 6 employees because of technology. Technology helps everything. One of our big sponsors of the National Association for Moms in Business is AT&T, and they really help us give our members the technology that they need to help build their business quickly and efficiently.
But at this day and age, especially in a country like the USA, should we be differentiating between male and female entrepreneurs? Does it not create a gender divide just by highlighting the genders? Shouldn't we just be saying entrepreneurs without stressing gender or race or ethnicity? Why does it even matter at this stage?
You know, I would love to say it doesn't matter, but it's almost like not addressing the elephant in the room. It does matter. It matters because we, listen to the Kaufman study that they talked about before we even started this interview today. Only $5 of every $100 is given by investors to help women-owned businesses. That's crazy. It would be really nice if we all played on a even field, but we don't. So that's why it's important to make sure that we not only recognize female entrepreneurs, but also those moms in business and all the different segments that we put together.
Well, we certainly recognize you, Richelle Shaw, president of the National Association for Moms in Business and author of The $1 Million Equation. Thanks so much. We're going to have to leave it there. And speaking of women business leaders, Mercer Mayer is making waves again. The Yahoo chief executive has a makeover in store for the Yahoo logo. Each day for the next month, Yahoo will display different takes on its logo on its homepage, and the final version will be revealed on September 4th. It's the logo's first facelift in 20 years, and it's meant to highlight the company's new direction. The rumor has it the main color will still be purple. Okay, let's